anything with free in it, best believe I'm gonna be getting my free stuff. Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. It's your girl Nasia, and today I'm going to be vlogging my nursing school orientation. For those who's new here, subscribe, hit the notification button so you'll be reminded every time I post a video. And also I go to Downstate's accelerated BSN program, and it's located basically in the heart of Brooklyn. And I wanted to show you guys like how the outside of the campus looks, how the inside looks. I'm running a little late, so the orientation starts at 10:30, but they told us to be there by 9:30, and it is basically 9 o'clock, right? And it takes me about 40 minutes by bus to get there, so hopefully I get there not too late. I'm gonna be taking the bus. I have my driver's license, but I don't have a car yet, so you guys will be seeing me take the bus there. And basically 9:30 is a check-in, and we're basically doing the COVID protocol. We have to do a pre-screening 30 minutes before orientation starts. They have breakfast there, and I'm looking forward to it because I didn't eat breakfast yet, so I hope we get to have breakfast the minute we come in. But yeah, next I'll be showing you guys basically my journey getting there and my journey finding the orientation room and all that, because they haven't told us where the orientation room is going to be in the building, so I'll keep y'all updated on that. Hey guys, I just left my nursing orientation, and I have to say it was a 10 out of 10. Like, the atmosphere was just so friendly and welcoming, and I had a great time. I got my ID badge, and I'm really excited. So yeah guys, when I get home, I'm gonna do like a more in-depth video of my experience and like advice on like how to be prepared for your nursing orientation, because you actually do have to become prepared with certain stuff. So I'm gonna be giving you a more in-depth advice. And yeah, I really loved it. I love the people. It's really diverse. People of all ages, demographics, and everyone is just so friendly. Yeah, I didn't really get to really finish my breakfast, so I was hungry. Anyways, so I woke up at 8 o'clock. I left the house at 9, and now I took the bus there. I took the B12. If you guys are from New York City, you know what the B12 is. I took the B12 straight to Downstate, and that was a 40-minute bus ride. Well, 50-minut bus ride, because I got off the bus at 9:50. There was traffic. It's a Monday, 9 a.m. Everybody's trying to get to a place. It's rush hour, all of that. So I got to Downstate around 9:50, 10 a.m. ish. And when I first came in, we had pre-screening. We basically got our temperatures. We got a wristband. I already took the wristband off, so I can even show you guys. We got a wristband. Basically, that wristband is to allow us to come back inside of the building without an ID, because at that point we weren't giving an ID. This is our first time being on campus as like nursing students, but we don't have our IDs yet. So after getting my wristband, I went to check in for the accelerated BSN. If you don't know what BSN is Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. There's two BSN programs. It's the RN to BSN, and then there's the accelerated BSN program. RN to BSN program is if you do not have a bachelor's degree yet. Basically you have an associate's in nursing, and now you want to get your bachelor's in nursing. So that's what that is. But I already have a degree, so I'm going to get my second bachelor's degree, which is in nursing. So it's my accelerated BSN. So I checked in, and then I was given a few goodies. Let me show you guys. I was given a free Downstate bottle. You already know. and I was given a pen and a handbook. I kind of like the handbook. It's cute. It looked like a notebook. But yeah, it's just a handbook. Oh, there's notes at the back. A note page. That's cute. And then after that, I was also given like paperwork too. And then I was told to go online to take my ID picture. After I took my ID picture, I was all set. It wasn't 10:30 yet. Orientation starts at 10:30. So I was just chilling, you know, but I was kind of lost because I didn't know what to do next. I just saw like students waiting in the lobby. And then I was just walking around. I walked to the bookstore. I walked back. One of the students started talking to me, so I was just, you know, trying to get to know people. And then I found a free breakfast. Like, finally, like, free breakfast. I'm starving. So I finally found a free breakfast. I'm talking to people, and then before you know it, it's 10:30 and I have half a bagel left and I'm still hungry. Anyways, I was told I had to throw away my bagel because I cannot eat in the auditorium. You know, it's unfortunate, but it's understandable. You know, it's COVID, you know. So after that, 10:30 is here, the orientation starts. Now, a little rundown of the orientation. We, the first part, which was 10:30 to 12, was basically the whole school professions. Basically, it was public health and the School of Nursing there. So School of Nursing includes programs such as midwifery, RN to BSN, and programs like that. So it wasn't just the accelerated BSN. There was other programs there. And basically, they gave us an overview of all the resources that we could basically access through Downstate, such as student life and the police, the university police department, the financial aid, Bursar, and all of that. They gave us a rundown of each resources that we could access on campus, including the library. We had a training on how to handle possibly infectious and contaminated objects, such as needles, and objects that could transmit hepatitis B and hepatitis C and HIV. So we basically had a training on how to, you know, handle those equipment and objects and stuff if we see them around the hospital. And then that basically concludes the first part. Around 12 p.m., we took another break, a little bathroom break, 20-minute break. And then we came back in, and the second portion was just specifically accelerated BSN students. This part was really specific, and it was really the most informative, I believe. The first part was basically, you know, things you already know, basically. The second part was basically answering the questions that we had, that things that we weren't sure about, basically like malpractice insurance that nursing students are going to need to purchase and know about. Clinical clearances, we have to submit clinical clearances before we start clinicals, and we start clinicals in October. And lab as well, we have to be we have to have clinical clearance for lab as well, I believe, which is the third week of September. And we also spoke about basically the databases that we're going to be using during clinicals. Like, you have to, as nursing students, as nurses in training, you have to chart the patient's information. And basically, we're going to have to purchase a database where we could start using the database during to chart the patient's health information. And that database is going to not only include their information and the cases that we're working on, but it's also going to include like our clinical clearances and our profiles for when we when we're trying to find a job after nursing school as well. So basically stuff like that, really specific stuff that we weren't quite sure about, that we wanted more information on. that was a lot of information thrown at us, not gonna lie, but it did answer our questions. And I had my little notebook, I was jotting it down. I have like 5 pages of information, and I'm gonna get back to you on that, because bringing a notebook to orientation is extremely important. But yeah, that was basically the second half. And then after that, the about 3 students that's in the previous cohort, the 2022 cohort, which is before us, they were basically sharing their experiences, and the atmosphere is just amazing. Like, all the students, all the staff and faculty is really friendly and welcoming. Even my current cohort, everyone was so friendly, and everybody basically shared the same concerns. We were all anxious, nervous, and all of that. Don't know what to expect, but we're all trying to help each other. So yeah, I just love the atmosphere, and the diversity is just one thing I love about downstate. And yeah, hopefully I could join some clubs. You know, the accelerated BSN is extremely stressful because of the amount of workload that we're going to be getting. Is going to be compiled into 15 months. Meanwhile, an actual nursing program is like, what, 24 months or more? So it's going to be really stressful and hard to manage. And I promise you guys, I'll stay consistent on YouTube, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing student life. I really want to, though, because, you know, I'm just that type of person to be involved in student life. But yeah, after that, the orientation is pretty much over with by that point. It finished around 2:30, so we had around 2:30 to 3:30 we had lunch. They gave us lunch, and we were able to pick up our t-shirts and also our student IDs, which I'm happy that we got the very day we took our ID pictures. Now let me show you how my ID looks. It looks real interesting, y'all. Look at it. And it don't look that bad, but the picture is really dark. I don't know why it's so dark, but it could have been worse. So after I picked up my ID, I went to get my free t-shirt. Let me show you guys my free Downstate t-shirt. Anything with free in it, best believe I'm gonna be getting my free stuff. But yeah, while I was eating my lunch, I was talking to students, getting to know them. You know, we all have the same questions, so we're all getting our questions answered by other students, and it was just extremely helpful and just extremely comforting to know that we all share the same concerns. So after that, it was about 3:15. I went to get my shirt. I looked around campus, and that was it for the day. I was there from 9:50 to 3:30, which isn't bad. It sounds like a long time, but I enjoyed every bit of it. Like, I'm just so excited for this nursing program, and I am so happy that I picked this nursing program specifically because it's just an amazing environment. Like, I can't wait. And yeah, guys, so I want to give you some things that you should bring to orientation. Now let's get right into it. So first things first, you definitely need to bring a notebook. Especially if it's an accelerated program, please bring a notebook, because this program is gonna go by so quick. It's gonna be like that. So if it's gonna go like that, the information is gonna go like that. So bring a notebook, because information is gonna be thrown at you, and you gotta stay on top of it. Like, I have 5 pages. It's not big. I just bought a small little notebook, and this is probably the notebook that I'm gonna use for clinicals anyways. Like I was previously stating in one of my other videos, I'm gonna bring a little notebook and my stethoscope case, and this is the notebook I was referring to. Nothing crazy. A big notebook. Like, I don't really think I need not a big notebook, a small notebook. I don't think I need a big notebook for clinicals if I'm gonna be running around the whole day, you know? But yeah, I was taking all my notes down in that, and I'm glad that I brought that. And also, a lot of people don't think about this, but if you're gonna bring a notebook, bring a planner. Like, especially if you like physical planners, instead of just putting the dates in your phone, you're gonna get important dates at the orientation. So if you're writing it down on your notebook, please, if you're organized, if you want to stay organized on top of your stuff, if you're writing the dates in your notebooks, write it in your planner as well. Don't wait for the last minute, because you're gonna forget. Just do it in one shot. You're sitting there, you're taking notes, and put it in both areas, right? If you have a notebook, obviously you're gonna need a pen. Now, this program gave me a pen, but I don't know if all programs are like that. So you always want to walk with a pen just in case. You also want to walk with water. I didn't walk with water, and that was the biggest mistake. I'm assuming, oh, we're gonna get free breakfast and all, you know. I don't think I saw water there, but they had water dispensers, and they gave us a water bottle. But I'm kind of a germaphobe, so I like to wash my water bottles before using it. I don't want to just get it and use it. Like, I have to wash it before using it if it's brand new. So I personally didn't use the water bottle to fill it up. Like, I didn't do that. But I needed some water. Like, bro, it was mad hot. I was dying, but it was hot outside. It was just hot, and I needed some water, and I didn't have any water. Also, I may have said it's hot, but that auditorium was freezing. Like, don't get me wrong, outside was hot, but inside was freezing. If you get cold like me, bring a sweater. Put a sweater in your bag, because the auditoriums be refrigerator cold. Refrigerator cold. Put a sweater in your bag the night before. Don't forget, because I had my sweater on, and my fingers were turning blue and all, but I get cold really easily. Like, that's another topic for another day. Like, but I was freezing in there. Another thing that you want to bring is a big bag. I brought a big bag because I always have big bags, but the amount of stuff they gave us a water bottle, a t-shirt, a handbook, pen, ID, all of that. My bag was empty. Come in here, besides my sweater, my bag was empty. I left the program, my bag was heavy. If I did not have a big bag, where was I putting all that stuff? I don't know. But guys, ladies, walk for handbag. Men, walk for book bag, because you're gonna need to put your stuff somewhere. Okay? And also, the last tip I'm gonna give you guys is eat breakfast. I said this earlier, but eat breakfast before you get there. Do not depend on their breakfast, because you may not like their breakfast, or you may not have time to eat the breakfast, or there may not be breakfast left to eat. You always want to be prepared before you get there, because I did not eat my breakfast before I left the house, and I did not have time to finish my breakfast, and boy, my head was killing me. I was hungry during that program, okay? I was hungry throughout that orientation. I bought a snack, and that's another thing. Also, bring a snack. Eat breakfast, bring a snack, be prepared. I had to buy a snack. I'm just telling y'all, I'm just letting y'all save your time, money, and effort, okay? Be prepared. But now I want to also tell you guys on how to dress for orientation. That's my last thing I'm gonna talk about in this video. And you know, it's orientation, it's nothing crazy. Dress casual, but dress appropriate. And what I mean by appropriate is no excessive ripped jeans, no crop tops. I don't think it's a good look, but other people were wearing that too, which means that, you know, no one's not going to tell you what to wear, but it's just like you also want to think about who's there, who's watching you, right? You might have gotten accepted into the program, but at the end of the day, you want to become a nurse, you're going to need a job. The faculty are directors, they have high standings in the school, in the hospital. It's a university hospital. They could potentially be good recommendations for a job placement. So you want to think about that. You want to think about what you're wearing. You want to think about how you're making a good first impression. So you want to think about closely what you wear. You know, you could stay cute and casual. I think I was pretty cute and casual. I didn't wear ripped jeans. I didn't wear a crop top. You know, I kept it simple. I wore a bodysuit, jeans, and sneakers. You know, keep it simple. Also, you want to look cute. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, that concludes this video. I hope that I helped some of you guys, because I had these questions a few days ago and I didn't know how to prepare for my orientation. So I hope this helped you guys, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Later.